MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of a series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now a chance to meet the Mets. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Sonny Gray is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the mound now from Vanderbilt is Sonny Gray. Not a very big guy, but a good 3-pitch mix. Mid to upper 90s fastball, 93 to 95. Big power overhand curveball, and his changeup has gotten better as he's gone along. If he's on early, you'll see lots of swings and misses.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Off of the Mets, the left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. On the ground to second for Baez. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second here to the center fielder, number 27, Mike.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .375 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Trout is really quite an athlete. Not only does he drive the ball with great power, but he's also a big-time threat on the base paths. He can really fly.
Yeah, Matty, this guy's got tools oozing off him. When he gets out of the car at the stadium, you know he's going to impact the game, whether with his legs or with his bat.
And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 6.
Stepping up to the plate, Starling Marte. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Popped him up. Story shading to his right. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Dallas Keuchel will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Had to go a long way to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Keuchel, a 32-year-old veteran. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And this is a strike three called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Keuchel sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
2 out, nobody on. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Ball 2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Anthony Rizzo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Count still full, 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. From the stretch. Sent on the ground out to second. Merrifield picks it up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Leading off for the Mets, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
No strike.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. 1-2 now. Gray has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Ready now, Kyle Seager, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. It's the outside corner for the second strike.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Dribbled up the line. Rizzo is right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
Now in the box, Whit Merrifield. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. Might have jammed him a little there, as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Gray ready with the 0-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Javier Baez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a strike.
Cold strike on the inside corner.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The windup and the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Missed with a slider.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hot shot to third. Seager fields it cleanly. And there's one down now.
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, center fielder.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Keuchel's ready. First pitch on the way. Ripped down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Rosario has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Rosario, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 0-1 count and the pitch. High and deep to right center. Almora will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1. Now at the plate, Austin Hedges. Here's the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Bouncer up the middle. Story picks it up. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hedges stands at first with 1 out. And he pops up the bunt attempt, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes, 0-2. And did he square around? No, it's ball 1. And he pulls this one back in time, 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Now a bunt attempt here. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. The 1-2 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit into the basket, and it's gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Into the box now, Sonny Gray. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. That's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He flew out in his last at bat. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Harper, a Nevada native, who was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Keuchel's ready. 1-2 on its way. And he bangs it into center field for a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Takes a knee-high fastball. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Chicago. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
3-1. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
At the plate, Mike Trout comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Contreras is there. One down.
Now batting.
Here's Starling Marte. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. Conforto leads off first with one away.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Gray now on 2-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. That one's in there. 3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Third baseman number 16, Kyle Seager.
Digging in, Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Seager stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Driven nicely into the gap. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball. Three runs already home here. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Double!
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Rizzo has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch of the at-bat. Tough slider down low for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And it's fouled away. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets lead it 3-1. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bounce to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
No strikes.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And this is taken for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keuchel into his motion. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Next for the Mets, Austin Hedges. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Gray ready with the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hedges, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Fastball called for strike 2. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Count remains at 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate. And then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Here now the 2-2. It's laid off and the count runs full.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hit out towards second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
To the left side, but it's well fouled. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still even at 2 and 2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2. Three-two pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second, locked him up.
Gerald Franklin will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Franklin.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Kyle Hendricks takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 28, Kyle Hendricks.
Digging in once again, Mike Trout. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started that swing a bit too early.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's George Springer, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Seager is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bryant, a Nevada native. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A ball and a strike now to Bryant. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Harper leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Smoke toward third. There is Seager, and that's the 2nd out.
First baseman number 44.
Digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Keuchel pauses. First pitch on the way. Fouled away. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 2 out here and a runner at second. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called ball. 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Striding into the box, Javier Baez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First offering on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 2. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Seth Lugo trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And now a pitch on the way. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. One and two now. We're in the seventh inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Standing in, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Next up for New York, Austin Hedges. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Merrifield at third with 2 away. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
The 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Mets lead 1. As the lead remains 3-1. Ready once again, Trevor Story. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Goldschmidt waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, Center fielder.
Striding in, Albert Almora. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Weak chopper up the line. And quickly there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. It's a worst-case scenario. A 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Boy, talk about frustrating as a pitcher, D-Roll. The pitch before that, that was some kind of a funky swing, and then he delivers a base hit on the next pitch.
Yeah, that's the name of the game right there. Did he take a bad hack, or was he setting you up there?
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Felipe Vasquez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Kevin Plawecki is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. One and one to Schwarber.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Brandon Morrow has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. So coming to the plate, Kevin Plawecki, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Missed with a slider.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2-1. Popped him up. Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder.
So striding forward now, Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. He went down on strikes last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Counts even to Trout. 1-1.
1-1.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Back up the middle. There's Baez to second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. Double play to retire the side. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike.
This at-bat's going to be absolutely epic because now he's mixing it up. He's got a little cat and mouse working, and as an offensive player, you got to step out of the box and say, all right, he's respecting me a little bit. I can't be all-in fastball.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In prior matchups with Felipe Vasquez, he's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. He's taken him deep once. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Chris Bryant, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Fouled off. Pulled toward right center field. Trout on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Arodys Vizcaíno enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Is smacked into the gap, and this might be extra bases. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Springer is on his way home. The relay throw. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
First baseman,
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Bryant stands at third with one gone in the inning. And it's 1-1.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Now the runner breaks for the plate. Now a bunt attempt here. Merrifield fields it cleanly. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Cannon Middleton enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning.
Number 39.
First pitch of the at-bat. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway.
Leading off for the match, the right fielder, number 6.
Dylan Betances comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
He's set, and the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Just missed with a breaking ball. Here's the 2-1 home. Down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Throwing to second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is a called strike. The throw not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Cue shot here out towards short. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Look, being a closer is one of the toughest jobs, and it's hard to dominate every chance you get. But he definitely looks off right now, making it interesting to say the least.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. This is pulled into right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
The batter number 15, second baseman,
Whit Merrifield next to hit. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. From the stretch, runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Goldschmidt, the runner at second with 1 away. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really...
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get.
the batter number 1, Georgia.
Carl Edwards Jr. enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
from the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
First and second now, one man out. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Curveball that time, not even close.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. The bouncer to the left side, and the third baseman will just tag the runner coming toward him, and the inning is over. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mets 4 and the Cubbies 3. Brock Stewart is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. At the plate, Trevor Story. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Center fielder, Albert Almora.
Digging in to try it again, Albert Almora. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Captain Wilson Contreras.
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a line drive to center field. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Nice AB. Right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
Number 13 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 13.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's the last chance with the tying and winning runs on base and 2 men gone here in the 9th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fouled away. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. And he misses there. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. Merrifield stalling for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. New York even up this division series at